this is Janet with Try It Like It Created, and today we're going to be making a pair of ribbon rose earrings, and I am working with ribbon from Gwen Studio, and I have taken a piece of pink sheer and I have cut it to 12 inches long. Now to start, I am just going to start folding it up and kind of in our rosebud shape, and then I am just kind of folding. You can see here I am just kind of folding and gathering around the outside kind of randomly, if you will, to make a flower. And then we're gonna glue this all in place, and we just keep going around the outside with our ribbon and folding. Don't worry about the bottom part or the part that you might call a stem, because we are not going to use that part. We're going to cut it off once we have it all glued in place here. So I'm just taking the last bit around, and hopefully you can start to see that there is a rose shape, and we want it to look similar to the other one. So I'm going to have to poof this out a little bit, and I will do that as I work on the next part. Now I'm going to take excuse me, a green ribbon here. I'm still holding the rose in my hand. Alright, so if you can't do this both at the same time, then you're going to want to probably do the green first. And I'm just going to take some fabric tack. Mine has collected here on the tip. It's kind of weird. Let me take that off. Alright, now I'm going to put a drop of fabric tack into my green ribbon, and I am just going to fold it over and make a point. Alright, so that's going to be our leaf that pokes out from the bottom. And then we're going to do it again on this other piece here, putting some more fabric tack. And let me tell you, I started doing this with a different kind of glue, and I basically just ended up with glue all over my fingers and not really getting anywhere with my rose shape. So okay, so here are my two leaf petals, and I'm just going to hold them in place tight for a second while they glue. Alright, and then I'm going to take them over to the rose and around the bottom of the rose. And as things shift on you a little bit here, don't worry. Alright, I'm just going to hold those in place with my fingers, and I'm taking the excess of that ribbon and wrapping around the bottom. Okay, now you can see I'm just using a scrap bit of green here that I had in my stash, and I'm going to clip it with a binder clip. Alright, now there is my rose, and it's looking rather pretty, but I need it to look like the other one so that I can wear them as a matching pair of earrings. So what you're going to do now is take your fabric tack, and I'm going to first go in and kind of glue those leaves in place to the shape and the placement. Alright, and then I'm going to start going into the center of the rose and start just tacking those ribbons in place. Alright, so right now I'm worrying about getting the glue in there. Okay, and I am also going to go all the way around the bottom here, and so it all kind of sticks together. Okay, don't worry about what it looks like. Just get your glue in there. Alright, and then you can take your needle and start placing your ribbon where you want it to be. Alright, And then if you need to add some more glue to it, you can. All right, I'm going to push that one down. This one seems a little large to me, so I'm going to try to push that down as well. All right, bring my other one in here. This one is definitely more poofy, I would say, than this one. So I'm going to give it a wiggle and try to loosen that up some. But I also want to make sure that I have glue way down deep inside there, holding it all together. All right. So let's, not bad. I actually like this second one better than the first one. That's okay. All right, I'm just going to push everything in place, hold it with glue, and then I'm going to let this sit overnight until all that glue is nice and firmly dry. Okay, push down on this just to poof everything up a little bit. And even this one I can still work on and adjust. I can always add a little more glue if I need. Okay, and so once this is dried and you like what you have, you can see all of this down here is going to get cut off. Okay, all of that right there. So this one, I'll flip it over and show you that I have cut that all off, and that's where we're going to put the earring back. Okay, so we definitely want to make sure that we have a lot of glue around this seam here, because we're going to be cutting off all that excess. All right, and so I like to grab these leaves and kind of pull them apart a little bit, so we have one on each side. All right, and then I'm just going to set this off to the side to dry. And while I have this one that is dry, I might go in here and add a little glue to tighten things up to make them match. This has been drying overnight, and so now I'm going to remove the clip, and you can see everything is being held together well, but we can't wear this as an earring when we have this long stem on the end. So what we want to do is just hold on to our flower just in case it comes undone, and we're going to cut right at the base of that green ribbon. Okay, and then give it a check to see if it's holding together well, and this one is. I'll bring in the other one to show you that they match pretty well, and then all we need to do with those is put a backing on them. Now to finish these off, all I'm going to do is take my stud back and use some super glue. Now I'm using the gel kind of super glue here. I like it because it's a little bit thicker, and it's going to grab pretty well, so I'm going to apply it there to the back of the earring, and then I am going to press it onto the back of the rose and let it grab hold to the back there, and that's also going to reinforce the ribbon where we cut it. So any other kind of glue could work for this, any industrial strength type glue. E6000 would be fantastic glue to use. There is jewelry making glue. I can't remember the exact name of it, but that could work as well. So you just want to put those together and then let them sit for a while before you're going to use them. So this pair of earrings will be done as soon as the glue sets. So once again, I'm taking this to the back of the earring and just giving it a little bit of a press there. All right. And then we're going to let those set up before wearing.